Yeah. Hi, whoever's in here. Oh, lights in my house suck. I'm sorry, guys.
That thing would not upload my picture.
It didn't. Hang on, I gotta turn it down. Can't even see me. Lighting in my house sucks, guys. I'm sorry. All right, so Robbie and I are going to show you the logo and the website. Oh, hey, Lisa. I got a light going right here.
What's up, everybody?
So, Robbie, if you want to bring that into the screens, and then I might be able to just put it full screen so everybody can see it.
All right.
You're in trouble.
Hey, you're real muffled. I'm on my end. I don't know if it's for everybody else. It's like kind of hard to understand you. It was different on Google Meet a while ago. Like, I mean, you're loud, but it's real muffled on my end. What's up, James? Yeah, he is a little muffled. Buy some good equipment, dude.
My mic's not plugged in.
About now?
Say it again.
What about now?
Yeah, that's a little better.
Let me, how about now?
Yeah, a lot better.
A lot better?
Yeah, a lot better.
Just stupid. All right. Did you get it so I can put it up on the screen there, Robbie?
Yeah, let me share it real quick.
Is that better, guys? Can you hear that?
That's a lot better on my end. me put it on preview.
So this is the back end. He's actually going to go into preview, so you'll actually see what it looks like.
You guys give us your honest opinions. Now, if anything you think should be added, redone, because we want it right. All right, so I'm in preview now with it. Anthony, you want to go through it while I go through it?
Yeah. This is the home page. This is basically going to tell you who we are, what kind of certifications we have, what we provide, the fast, honest, reliable service to our customers. We're big military supporters. We live in a military town, Fort Bragg, biggest military base there is. So we give discounts to the military, and we're going to give discounts to referral programs. So people that keep referring us by word of mouth are going to get a discount. Do you want to add on to that, Robbie?
Yeah, I think we stated our our experience. Definitely the military, special discounts. And I think we'll provide a discount to the referrer and the referee. I'd really like to, if this thing really takes off, so let's say one of you guys, send us somebody that, in our area or something, like they found it on something with you, and that goes for any customer here in town, get a little piece of the pie for, getting us noticed. What do you think about that, Anthony?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
So if you guys go share it on your social media, or somebody that lives where we are, and you send them to us and they get a repair.
Yep.
Then you guys get a little kickback. This is part of our way of saying thank you to you guys, and believing in us. What do we got on the next page?
Next page, we're going to go to services provided, and it's going to look like this. We got our main routine maintenance here. Just, the services that we provide, with some nice pictures here. Anthony had these with the fuel induction service, the before and after, that kind of grabs at you a little bit. Our tune-ups, we have minor and major, our brakes, and we made sure to put this disclaimer in here about, all brake repairs require a road test. If the customer don't want us to drive it, then we're not responsible for the after effects of the repair. Correct, Anthony?
Correct.
Our check engine light diagnosis and our air conditioning services. Got this picture from Anthony here. That's his little hand in there. And we did make a statement here, that unfortunately we can't do the 1234 YF systems because we're not going to pay $30,000 for a machine. And we put this down here. Other services rendered, vehicle specific, steering and suspension, hubs and bearings, noise, vibration, harshness, minor electrical, just to kind of give them a little bit more broadening of what we do. But kind of going for the, don't make them have to read too much, but it kind of puts out, primarily what we do. I think Anthony, same way, we kind of believe in that KISS method, keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next page is.
I can't see comments right now, Anthony. So, any questions on that or?
Chris said I would remove the lines on the car and the wrench and the logo.
Oh yeah.
But the car, it's like it's moving. I mean, I told them we'd take it into consideration.
You talking about this here?
It says remove the lines on the car and the wrench. So he's talking about in the logo. Yeah,
Oh,
there.
these.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll know.
I kind of like them like it's pointing.
Yeah, because we're fast, reliable service. Because this kind of going hand in hand here, kind of represents speed. What do you think?
Yeah. Lisa point. Hey Bob. Lisa just made an awesome comment. Can you see the screen or no?
No, not unless I go back over to StreamYard.
Okay, well, I'll read. It says, how about telling that you use AMSOIL products? And we were actually about to get to that.
Yep. We are actually going to get to that. So we went to service, and then our pricing page. Definitely in a mobile mechanic business, you got to have service call fees. I mean, gas the way it is, everything. And I mean, people, they got to understand that there's a service fee that has nothing to do with your repair and maintenance,
James said maybe add your service area covered on the page. We are still building the page. We just wanted to show you guys what we've got so far. We spent hours and hours on this the other night.
Yeah. Let me write that down so we can, what was that again?
Add your service area covered. And that's, thank you for that.
Yeah.
James.
That's why we're on here. Yep. All right. I've got that note. So, we've got, our maintenance, quoted prior to arrival once we know the year, make, and model, because, of course, oil filters, it could be synthetic, blend, full synthetic, Euro, like on your BMWs and Mercedes and so forth. It's really no easy way to put a direct price on that. And you'll see here in a minute, we kind of put that in our legal statement too. I just saw something here like our tune-ups.
Mm-hmm.
I put, quoted on the job, and then bam, right into brakes. We might want to change that.
Yeah, we'll move that down. We'll move that down to another bulletin.
Move that to another bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody kind of agree on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
James said, yeah, he said, add your service area covered. That way you don't get calls from New Jersey.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Very good.
I mean, if it pays, I'll go.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be $400 in plane tickets and whatever. And then we're going to have to rent a truck when we get there.
This is what Lisa was looking for.
Yeah. We got our air conditioning, our essential repairs that are quoted on the job. Coolant service, brake fluid, power steering services, coolant boost service. And then
power steering for vehicles equipped with power steering fluid or hydroelectric power steering.
Right. We may need to put that some type of disclaimer in there on that.
Right.
For people electric power steering. But then here's our AMSOIL. We put a little disclaimer that prices are subject to sales tax and materials charge, which in our business is shop fees, but we're not going to be in a shop. So disposal fees may be applied for certain fluids. And then we put this little deal here. All fluids and oils provided by AMSOIL. We put Anthony as an authorized dealer with his dealer number.
That also gives me the right. Me being an AMSOIL dealer actually allows me to use these logos on the website, and I have to state that I am a dealer.
Right. So that's our pricing page. Anything on that?
You guys got any questions on the pricing page? Do you want them to sit for a minute so you can read?
Hey, give me like literally 5 seconds. I'll be right back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I know, Chris. You're a big Amsoil fan.
Sorry about that. Had to make a little trip to the Frigidaire. Was everybody good on the pricing page there?
Post a link in the chat for everyone.
Okay.
Hang on.
I think we'll probably have to have it published to do that, maybe, because
I think he's talking about something else.
Okay.
I think he's talking about the Discord.
So we'll go over to so that's all of that. Then we're going to go to our schedule appointment page. And, you know, so right here, takes us a second here, where you'll actually book the appointment. You can click right here, and it's got all the services here.
Oh, Bob, it's not published yet. As soon as we publish it, I will post it in the Discord. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Robbie.
No, you're good. You know, so they'll be able to.
Oh, they can't see right.
You know, because say it's not anything that like a certain service or whatever. We've got this like drivability diagnostic. We've got a general diagnostic. You know, could be for anything. They've got a, you know, oil leak or something like that. So they can choose their service, and they can even choose. They can keep it as any provider, or they can click down and choose either myself or Anthony's ugly mug right there.
Yeah.
So
Lisa said, don't forget to add the aggravation fee. That's funny because we were talking about that earlier.
You ain't lying. This stuff has to be in our blood, man, for what we put up with.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so they can choose any provider, or they can choose myself or Anthony. You know, so let's say they want Anthony, and apply it.
We're both going to show up anyway.
Right. Once they get to this page here, they can go to the next or go to the first availability, and they can choose a time. You know, so like let's say they wanted it between 1 and 2. They would click there, book now, and then they would have to sign in.
Yeah.
And they won't have to have a Google or anything like that. They can just put an email address, and there's all they need. But I'll just put like me. Give me a second.
Man, they're quiet in the chat. It's like they're paying attention or something.
So right here it shows their appointment preview, shows them with Anthony. I'm doing it as myself, so I'm the customer here. It gives you a price, and that is, like we stated in there, that it's a before tax and material fees and service fees. And then they can just go to complete booking, and then the appointment's confirmed. And then that will go to me and Anthony, for us to approve or cancel. And then Anthony, maybe after I'm done here, maybe show them what it looks like when, matter of fact, I can, I think I just got so when the customer, dang, this thing's slow, hold on.
Yes, there is an area where they put their address and info in there. Robbie was just using himself as an example.
Right. So the customer will get this email right here. Straight to you mobile auto repair. Just put an appointment for you with Anthony Heflin on this date and time. Hey, it's in military time. We may want, a lot of people may not know that stuff. We probably need to change that word. It'll say, like 12-hour time.
We can change that.
Yeah. But the customer, this is the actual email that the customer gets right here. Yep. So that's what it looks like. And then we get this. It shows who the client is, the provider, and both of us will get this email. It's saying, hey to us, that Robert Carter just put an appointment with Straight to Mobile Auto Repair.
And then you can go view it.
Yeah. And they can.
I just got the email for your appointment.
Yeah. So you can go, we can actually view it on our Yocal that we signed up for our booking. Sorry, my internet's not this way. And it'll take us to here. Come on.
I think everybody's is being kind of wonky today. It was like that at work too. I was trying to get into FMC Dealer to look at SSM.
Yep, we did too. So we'll get this right here. We can go straight to our back end here on Yocal, and then it tells us what it is, and then also it shows it booked. We can check it in when we get there, so that the appointment scheduling knows that, we've got a duration of 60 minutes,
so we don't get double booked.
Right. And then you can actually edit it. So like, you can actually go in and cancel the appointment for whatever reason or reschedule it, so that's
Trouble. Cool. Trouble just asked a question. It says, do you have a list of undesirable vehicles not to repair? Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Volkswagens, BMWs, but we have a guy that'll help us with BMWs. He's actually Robbie's next door neighbor. He loves BMWs. So if it's something
he's a 35-year BMW and Mercedes Master Tech. So we've got him when, that's a good question because, we may run into something where, say it's a BMW with whatever, and, it's something that maybe not in our expertise, or if it's something that's going to require a shop, instead of having to send them to BMW or send them to Mercedes, whatever, we get on the phone with Mike and say, hey, we got, valve cover gaskets on a BMW 328i, can you do it? When can you do it? And what's your price? And then he'll give us a price, and then we kind of do a little markup on our sublet. We'll do it as a sublet. And
Audi and Mercedes for real, because most Audis got those little plastic drain plugs, and Mercedes you got to take half the bottom of the car to get to the drain plug.
Yeah. Get out of here. So anyway, I'm gonna cancel that appointment. All right, hold on just a second. Let me get.
Do you also list forms of payment accepted, cash, check, credit card, PayPal? All those will be accepted. And they can actually pay for it through what Robbie was just on. When we said we can send them an invoice, they can pay through that.
Yeah. maybe and what would look nice on there too, Anthony, is you know, on our services provided or our pricing page, maybe.
Visa,
You know,
MasterCard.
Yeah, we can put the logos down here. You know, we proudly accept blah 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 blah. You know, with the MasterCard logo, Visa, American Express. You know, yeah, maybe put it somewhere in this page, maybe. And then our last page so far is our legal statement, pretty much. You know, just, you know, kind of covers our butts on certain things. We just put that, you know, Straight U Mobile Auto Repairs are proudly owned and operated by Heflin Calder Enterprises, LLC. We're dedicated to honest, prompt, and affordable service to our customers. All prices for services provided are subject to change at any time due to the community economy and or inflation, to include oil, fluids, and parts prices. This was important to put this in here. You know, service call fees and diagnostic fees are non-refundable. Service call and diagnostic fees are paid as a deposit prior to the beginning of service. And I mean, probably all of y'all know, you know, you could get out there and say, okay, it's going to be $85 diagnostic fee, you know, and you diagnose it, and then they ain't got the money. You know, if they ain't got the money, we get back in our truck and we go. And I think too, Anthony, what we were talking about, we probably need to have something on there where the service call fee is when they make the appointment or whatever, or something, you know, that the service call fee is prepaid, because we're going to spend our time and gas to go out there and maybe miss another job. We need to have that service call fee. You agree?
Yeah, I agree. We can figure out how to incorporate that.
Yeah. And we just put that we reserve right to refuse service, examples to include but not limited to, not equipped for certain services needed, distance of travel, federal installations like Fort Bragg, unsafe conditions, and we are not responsible for damage to vehicles. During visit, we will notate any damage prior to service, and signature will be required. That's what we got as far as legal statement right now. I may have a lawyer buddy of mine look at this and just kind of maybe see if he got anything to add. You know what I mean? But I mean, so far that's you know, so far that's it.
So we're looking maybe by the end of the week to get this live. We're going to make a few adjustments with your guys' input. Can you see the chat now?
Yeah. Yeah, cash is king. I agree with that.
Yeah, I got it over.
I was watching one of Thomas's videos the other night, and where he had the cash laid out in the back of the vehicle. Yeah.
So it looks good. You both got a lot done on that page.
Yeah.
Man, we're still working on it.
We've been working on that, what, a couple of weeks at least?
Yeah, I know one night we spent like 4 or 5 hours on it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the service area covered, that's definitely something to put in there. Probably need and do the logos for Visa, MasterCard, and so forth. And then what else was it?
For, yeah, like
You like what I did?
this is not orange chicken.
Yeah.
Here, but there's
This is Kentucky Fried Chicken, motherfucker. Shit.
So that's what we got so far, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, honest opinions now, you know.
So we need some of your guys' we need your guys' honest opinion. How about Discover Card? Discover Card's fees are kind of high. Well, no, that's American Express.
American Express, yeah.
I mean, we'll take Discover. If it'll swipe and get approved, we'll take it.
Right?
Camera's acting crazy. We need some honest opinions here. I may have to switch my camera over. It keeps going crazy. So we're taking questions about anything, everything. Yeah, hang on. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. My GoPro is acting crazy. I had to.
Hey, thanks, loser.
Give me 5 minutes. I'll hop on. Just finishing up a text string. Okay. Hey, will you go turn off that light in there? The hallway light.
We were discussing finishing up all the license stuff and LLC and all that good stuff by next Friday. And we got to get this thing published. We got to start getting out there.
Yeah.
Enough equipment to operate productively. Yeah, I think so. The biggest thing we got to get right now, especially this time of year, is I think the biggest thing we got to get, and they got them on Amazon for like less than $200, is our AC setup. You know, with the vacuum tank and you don't have gauges, do you, Anthony?
For AC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yep.
So we'll just need really like the vacuum. We got the gauges. We can.
Remember, my buddy's also going to let me use his 134A Robin air machine.
Oh, hey, that's cool.
That'll be a whole lot better than me carrying gauges around. I put that. Lisa asked a question. I put that up on the screen. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got the like I said, the biggest thing was the AC stuff, which that's easy. We got tools. We got the flushing equipment. Anthony's going to set us up getting the because we're going to have to like stock the Amsoil stuff, you know.
Yeah. I'll talk to you about that later. How we're going to get that. So. So we are still taking donations to get some of the stuff that we don't have. Tools are expensive. You guys know that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, but now that it's a business, it'll be a write-off.
Right.
Mm-hmm. For you, I'm giving you all that because you've got the main tools. So.
Do you have a generator?
Thanks for the salt.
I've got a Honda generator. I think it. What would we need, Anthony? I've got like a 6,000
generator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little air compressor over here too.
Yeah, I've got a generator.
Oh. Go ahead. You got a duck. That's a good one. You can print out flyers with the little tear-off strips on the bottom and place them in supermarkets and local delis to get the name out there in a local area.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do when we were in a band.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what? That stuff, I mean, that's been around for years, and we got all this digital stuff now, but, man, it's like we were saying on another live stream, man, like that kind of stuff still works, man. Like, you know, like you said, putting them on bulletin boards, light poles. I've seen them on light poles.
Stickers, man. Stickers.
Yeah.
You know me, I love stickers. I got stickers all over my toolbox, man.
right? And that simple stuff still works, man. Yeah, I agree, Leisure. Everything is expensive. That's why we put that in there. Like, prices can change at any time because, you know, everything's going up. What'd you say? What'd you say? It was $4 more for a pack of hot dogs y'all got today?
Yeah, they used to be $6. Now they're 11.
Jeez, $5.
$5. My son's back there getting a hot dog now. I got him blocked though.
A portable lift on a tow behind trailer would be cool.
Did y'all get a copyrighted LLC? The logo is copyrighted. The LLC we are working on. We both get paid, next week?
Yeah.
And then we'll do the LLC paperwork.
Yeah, and we got to go. I got to get on the irs.gov and get our, and I'm going to be doing that this coming week too. We still got to get our tax ID, our main tax ID. We got to get resale license for parts, where we can get it wholesale and not get, be tax exempt so we can resell it with tax. And it isn't going to change for a while with it. Yeah, very true.
Stickers on the gas pumps. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Because I'm getting some stickers made, remember? And then we can stick those on gas pumps.
Yeah, sure can.
That's
and
somewhere.
Then, we're definitely, maybe by next week, get the business cards printed. Anthony's got a bunch of places already said, hell yeah, put them up. I've got some places to start leaving business cards. Anthony's got a way that we can, because like Google search and all that stuff, man, is like expensive, and it's. But I think Anthony, you said you have a way that we can get some of that done. Yeah, we do have an account at Leisure.
Magnetic business cards as well.
Yeah, those are good.
Another thing I learned from my best friend who passed away last year is he always taught me Rush. Whenever you hand your resume to somebody, remember I was talking to you about this? Laminate your resume and make yourself a business card. That way, when they have a stack of resumes, and as a manager, Robbie, you're going through all those resumes, that laminated one sticks out. Oh, man, this guy's got a business card. So speaking of business cards, I was talking to you about doing metal ones.
Right.
Metal ones, like you can go in your wallet and have many, many different kinds of business cards, and you just got to sit there and flip through them who you need. But then that one that's different is going to stick out. And you're like, hey, man, this one's metal. Let me call these guys,
Yeah. Yeah, something that sticks out above the rest.
Yes, magnetic signs for the vehicles.
Yeah, we're definitely doing that. Make sure you get a business phone account too.
We will, when we get all set up, we'll go business cell phone.
Yeah, we're going to definitely do that.
I would watch out about putting stickers on gas pumps. They might complain. It's actually freedom of speech.
That's right. Yeah, they don't care that we complain about the damn gas prices. They ain't doing crap.
Yes, mobile auto repair.
Yeah, but I think this is really the way to go, and we may still get a shop, in the future if this takes off,
We also talked about, when I talked to you on the phone last weekend, when this takes off and we're able to have somebody like maybe Eric or somebody do the mobile stuff. Yeah. And then me and you have that other umbrella thing that we were talking about.
Right.
So that's kind of a little hint. We can't really say that out loud right now, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ads on local radio stations, man, because the prime spots on radio stations are 7:30 in the morning, 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then 5 to 6 o'clock in the evening. So that's when you're going to work, when you're on lunch, and when you're headed home. That's when people are in their cars. And it for a 30-second is about, I think the last time I checked was $800 to run on those 3 slots.
Yeah. And I tell you, I mean, if we get big enough, definitely.
And the more you pay, the more they'll run it. Obviously, yeah, you can make your money back doing that, but
yeah,
I mean, I do a little bit. I do a little bit of advertising here and there.
Yeah, and two, like we were talking about, Anthony still has his channel. We're going to actually start the Mobile Mechanic YouTube channel. So everybody, when we get that set up, go over and subscribe to that because that's going to be extra income. We'll do like daily, kind of like Semper does, do some, on the job, videos, live streams, and kind of start filling up that YouTube page, because I'm gonna tell you, like, I was watching a guy, mobile mechanic business. He's here in North Carolina. I think he's like in Kernersville or somewhere. The Greensboro area.
Yeah.
And man, this dude, like, his YouTube like took off, because people are interested in this stuff, and like when things get done to their car, like say somebody just came back from a shop or whatever, and they just had a water pump put on their car, and like, God, man, why was that $800 or whatever, and they watch one of our videos of us doing one, and they can actually see what's involved in doing it. I mean, a lot of people are getting, interested in the automotive.
Even something as simple as an alternator. I had to do an alternator on a 2007 Escape today before I left.
Yeah.
And do you know what I had to do to get that thing out? Up, down, take the tire off, go through the fender well, take the splash shield out. Yep. There was actually a little tube that goes on it for airflow to cool the back of the alternator. Mm-hmm. That has to come out. And then you can't get the alternator out until you take that off the back of the alternator. And then you have to come out through the top. I mean, it was like a 3.5 hour job just for an alternator.
Because like in our business, man, we've seen it. God knows, like, you got a 4-hour job, and then 30 minutes later, after the start of the job, they're wanting to know where you're at, or is my car about ready? And they don't have a clue what's involved in doing what we do,
I mean, you've seen me tear half of a car apart for something simple. You're like, oh yeah, oil pressure switch, no problem. Yeah. Take the alternator off, take the AC compressor off. You got to take this off just for a oil pressure switch or, something stupid.
Yeah. Leisure, the mailers. Yeah. We've definitely been, definitely been talking about that. I think out of everything, that's going to be
Lisa is on it, man. Look at this man knows his stuff.
Yep. I find them all the time in the mailbox. Got one from Ooh La La.
Ooh La La. That reminds me of Back to the Future.
But yeah, definitely that is something that we have because
Lisa, are you sure you're not listening in on our phone calls?
Yeah, because like I said, man, some of that old timey stuff, man, something tangible in your hand does a lot more than looking at it on a computer,
Yeah. You need to write a catchy tune for radio.
Yeah, we're gonna have Anthony sing.
I'll do drums, right?
And I'll rap. What do you think?
That'll work. We'll do a rap video.
Right.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
Off subject. Did you get that crank sensor fixed, Lisa? I was talking to him on the phone, Robbie. He called me. And I went through the pinpoint test with him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I think like I was talking about, the YouTube thing can take off eventually too, because, people want to know about that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And when they see it from start to finish,
I'm gonna get two. Dang,
I think it'll do good. Day in the life of a mobile mechanic. Yeah.
Oh, dang,
It's on the list. I need a break from the yard work.
dang. Yeah.
So you guys have any other input? Any other questions? Anything like that?
Look at this, Anders. I have
Anything from what Robbie's been dealing with at work or what I've been dealing with at work?
No, I need that one. I need that one.
We do need to go back and add that stuff onto the website. We'll get to that this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I qualified.
Yeah, because the quicker we get that published, the better. Yeah, I was telling Anthony, I said, we gotta hurry up and get our LLC and everything in place because I've already sent off to City of Fayetteville. All you don't have to have a business license. You just have to have a this form that actually protects you from anything that happens on private property.
Says, where in NC are you guys at? We are in Fayetteville, Hope Mills, which is Cumberland County, right outside Fort Bragg. Chris said place stickers on consumer cars. Can't really do that without their permission. Robbie, how is the Wicked Witch treating you?
You know, to be honest, she's being overly nice right now because literally in the shop after the deal with Anthony and Brian, I have one technician, Eric, and she's got me. She don't even know how to write an estimate, how to look a part up, anything. And I think they realized that, hey, we better try to keep who we got right now. I literally had to talk to Eric today. He was just about to the point of walking out. And he actually said the only reason he's there right now is because of me. You know, he don't want to, stiff me with anything, but either one of us leaves right now, man. Lock the door, and hopefully soon I'm not going to care.
Yeah, I like how you're sending me pictures of her in her open-toed shoes in a shop.
Yeah. Inside the shop. But yet she got on to Eric the other day about wearing shorts and said that it was a violation and their insurance would not cover any damages to his legs, I guess. And that's a bunch of bullshit. There's no insurance policy and no law against that. I mean, we worked in, high-powered dealerships, man, and wore shorts like crazy. But yeah, and that's what, me and Anthony has talked about for years, and I think that's something that Anthony, maybe he took to with me was, I'm not going to tell you to do something that I'm not going to do myself.
No.
And I'm not going to tell you can't do something if I'm doing it. So you get on a guy about wearing shorts, but yet you're in the shop wearing open-toed shoes and tank tops and all this stuff, so that you can stay cool. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just straight out bullshit. And I don't run a business like that. I mean, I think you would agree,
Dude.
Are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. My kids are over there getting a little loud. It's cool.
But I think, Anthony, you would agree. I don't think I've ever, said, Anthony, you can't do this, but I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just loss of words sometimes.
Yeah, you talking about over there with Sherry, right? Like, you can't do this, but I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Bob, believe me, I'm hoping to be able to do that soon. like me and Anthony have been going back and forth. He was kind of getting bombarded with some shit today at his job, and of course mine with mine. But we still have to pay our bills until this gets going. Because believe me, if we could start tomorrow, I'm ready. But I think the proper way to look at it, and Anthony, you agree or disagree, is like we've talked about before. We got to see what kind of calls we start getting in.
Yeah.
For a month or two, we'll be having to double shift, working and doing this. And once we feel comfortable that, hey, we've got the business, then we want to do it, of course, full time. And because I'm, the mobile mechanic business is becoming a thing. I mean, just like Uber, Lyft. I mean, my wife, she can tell you, she orders all of our groceries through Walmart.com. They bring it straight to the door. Sometimes we do DoorDash for food. And now, come to find out, I didn't tell you about this, Anthony, but I don't know if you heard about this or not, but like CarQuest, because they're so short-staffed on drivers.
Curbside pickup.
No, they're using Uber and Lyft to deliver parts now.
Yeah.
And, so everything's going mobile, and why shouldn't auto service, And I think it's really going to take out. And like I was telling you earlier today on the phone, Anthony, was, and I see in a year to 2 years, you're going to see little trucks everywhere because it's going to trend,
Oh, yeah.
We've got to get it. Like I was telling Anthony, we got to get in it and get established, to where we have our clientele before this really takes off. Because I really think that it's going to be the future automotive service, I believe. We
have a BJ's. I've never been there. I drive by it, but I've never been there.
Yeah, I've never been in that place.
Asking if to see if my truck was close enough for you guys to swing by. Yeah, because he was asking if we do pickup and delivery.
Yep.
Yeah, but he lives in New York.
It'll be a little expensive trouble, but hey, it'll be no trouble.
I mean, we can get it done.
Yeah.
You would be one of the few people we would go outside of our little service range.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think that's about it for right now. We have a little bit more to do on that, and then we can hopefully go live on it this week.
Definitely. Oh, and tell them about what you were talking about the other day, Anthony. That was a good idea. Get everybody to go over there and do some reviews.
Over at where you're at?
No, at the website when it publishes.
Oh, yeah. When we publish our website, man, I need you guys to go put some reviews on there, some Google reviews.
Yeah.
Help us get ranked. If you guys wouldn't mind doing that for me.
And when you make an appointment, through the Yocal, it'll give you customer.
Could I AAA the Impala to you guys? Yes, you can. And we will gladly work on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll drive it back.
Yeah. Like a couple of days of it. I ain't been to New York in a while.
Me either. I haven't been since.
Last time I was in New York was when my son was at Fort Drum. That's been 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Last time I went was 2010.
Yeah.
I went up to Lake George, and then I went down to Port Jefferson Station. We had a radio interview.
Mm-hmm.
Right on, Chris.
Amen.
I'll give you guys a good review. Exclamation point. Is that up on Google yet?
The business profile is.
It is?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Lake Georgia's nice. Yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you, like upstate New York is beautiful. Y'all got the biggest friggin' deer I've ever seen in my life.
You should go to Arkansas.
Uh,
You should go to Arkansas.
Shirts and hats. Yeah, McClutchin. Definitely. I think we put Anthony in charge of that with his. You're gonna be doing those, ain't you, Anthony?
Yeah. The mobile mechanic service. There's one actually here in Cumberland County.
Yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about too. And from what I remember when I was looking at it, he had some shitty reviews.
You got a 4.8.
Oh, does it? I might have been looking at something else.
Well, I was looking for our business profile. Yes, we will make hats and shirts, McClutchin. Why, you want one?
Beautiful right now before it drums up the road a bit from me. Yeah, I think we were there. I think they said we were. I could be mistaken, but I swear I think they said we were only like 30 miles from Canada when you're there.
Just don't speed in Arkansas. Troopers will chase you to the gates of hell. My wife is from Arkansas. We actually did live there for a little bit. Same trooper pulled me over twice in 2 separate years. Says I was following too close to a semi-truck, but the semi-truck had actually changed lanes in front of me. I'm not going to argue with him because apparently he didn't see it, but it's the same guy both times, 2 separate years. Yeah, they don't play in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
They don't play in North Carolina either.
Hey, Virginia, man, Virginia. Ooh.
Yeah, as soon as you cross North Carolina into Virginia, it's a speed trap.
Yes, sir. And you better not have a radar detector in your car.
Yeah, you can't have one in North Carolina or Virginia or South Carolina, but you can have one in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Radar detector. And North Carolina troopers don't play either. I mean, 9 times out of 10, if he gets out of the car, you're getting a ticket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they like to sit over on I-95 down the road from my house. They'll be like 4 deep, 5 deep.
That is a hot spot over that area.
Rather when you right before you cross the river, or if you're coming over the river toward my house, they'll sit right there 4 or 5 deep, like 2 facing one way and 2 facing the other.
Yeah.
And then right there where 295 is, where it crosses over I-95, one will be up there with a radar gun, and you'll see them lined up on the on-ramp to like 95 South, and they're just one at a time, just popping people.
Yep.
Chicago will beat you for looking at them wrong. Yep. Are you from Arkansas, James? I got a ticket in North Carolina years ago. I have an orthopedic problem, lead foot. If you're doing about 9 over, they usually don't mess with you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're in Jersey.
Yeah, I got a lot of cop friends and stuff and in Fayetteville, and they said like less than 10 miles an hour, they're not, because believe me, cops hate to do paperwork.
Yeah.
I mean, and you got to be doing something stupid. You
So
know?
one of my good friends, a city police officer, Boyd. I'll see him on All American, and he'll be sitting there clocking traffic on All American, and I'll just pull up. He'll be like, "Hey man, pull in front of me just in case somebody runs off the road or whatever." His car is protecting me, and I'll sit there and BS with him for a little bit, and he'll let me guesstimate how fast the car is going because he's got radar on the back of the car too.
Yeah.
And his limit is usually about 6 or 7, depending on what time it is. But his biggest pet peeve is texting while driving and speeding.
Yeah.
If he sees you do those 2 things, you are getting a ticket from him.
Yep. Rightfully so. That texting and driving, man, that's some terrible stuff. I was watching something about, car crashes and stuff after texting and driving.
Uh-huh.
It don't take but a second.
Nope. I'll when I worked on the police cars, I'd call him because I'd make bets with him. Be like, hey, dude, it's 7:30 in the morning. And then I'll call him at 11. Like, how many you got? Like, because they don't do the books anymore. They got printers in their car.
Yeah.
He's got stacks of like reams of paper in his car because he does that many tickets in a day.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
They
man,
got quotas, man. They have quotas.
no, they don't.
They used to.
They used to. Not anymore. They don't.
Yeah.
It's really up to the officer.
Yeah. But they actually did used to have quotas.
I remember I talked to him one morning. He just pulled somebody over, gave him the ticket, and he's like, yeah, they got a mandatory court date. I said, what was the speed? He goes, what do you think it was? I was like, where were you? He said 295. I said, I don't know, 80. He was like, no, 141. I was like, and they pulled over?
It's called productivity now. Yeah. That's probably right.
The way he explained it to me was like, hey, you guys aren't writing enough tickets, go write some. There's not a set number on how many they do. And then they'll start writing tickets, and then they'll have their police meeting or whatever, like, hey, you guys are writing too many tickets. The court's a little bit backed up. Chill out on the tickets.
Right.
Like, you ever been up there when people are going to traffic court, like going to the courthouse for something else? Actually, when we went to court for Harold's, when we walked in, that line going across that went to our right, that was for traffic violations.
That was a fun day. Just
Yeah,
watching that dude's expression. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was fun.
He thought he had us.
And see, that goes to show you a customer can and will take you to court.
Oh yeah. And we will. I mean, in our business, it'll happen at some point in time. We just got to cross every T and dot every I. You know, I've always been like that, Anthony. I mean, what was the thing I always said? You know, in documentation, I used to preach that documentation saves your ass.
Yeah,
you know, signatures and
comment everything. Service advisor should do a vehicle look around and get the customer signature, and then on your vehicle multi-point inspection, don't pencil whip it. If you didn't check it, don't mark it.
And I'm gonna tell you, like, if you've been in this business long enough, you can tell, you know, when one's brought in, like, literally, you know, we were taught like years ago, like, literally you can watch the stroke of the literally the stroke of the pen.
Yeah, it's the same every time. Yeah.
You know, and you can tell when somebody has pencil whipped it.
Illinois will write you for 3 over, give you a court date over 7. That's if they don't take you to jail after claiming you resisted them. Wow. I paid my mail through an attorney. I think it cost me $250, and that was more than 20 years ago. It wouldn't be $250 now. It'd be a whole lot more.
I think the craziest thing that ever happened to me with a police officer was he pulled me down there close about where you're at now, Anson. He pulled me over, asked for license and registration, and literally he came back to the window, handed my stuff back, and he was like, "Today's your lucky day." He said, "Me and you have the same birthday." It was on my birthday. So he let me go. I was like, "Whew," because I was going pretty fast back then. That's been, God, probably 30 years ago.
I remember I was 18 or 19, somewhere, maybe 20. I got pulled over by a sheriff. Actually, what it was a license check, and I had really dark windows on the truck that I had at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "I'm gonna go get my temp meter." I said, "Okay." And he comes back. He's like, "Well, today's your lucky day. I'm gonna let you go. My partner has my temp meter in his car." I was like, "Well, why is your temp meter in your partner's car? And second of all, you can't give me a ticket just for window tint. That's a secondary violation." Mm-hmm. At the time, it was. Now they can.
Yep.
They all have the same temp meters we do as state inspectors.
Yep.
You can actually buy them off eBay as long as it's like one of the ones that the state has on their website.
Mm-hmm.
There's only like 3 different ones that they use. As long as it's one of those 3, you're good.
Yep.
1.5 hours. I'm going to be an old timer. Oh, in 1.5 hours. Well, happy early birthday.
Happy birthday.
But I think we're going to bring this to an end. I appreciate everybody's input. We're going to take all that in consideration. Robbie, I think you took some notes.
So I did.
So you're welcome. What am I smoking? It's a vape. There's somebody new in here. Oh. So you guys got any more questions?
Thanks, Trouble.
Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us on this live stream. Thanks for going and looking at that website. Thanks for everybody's input. That was awesome. I appreciate it. Robbie appreciates it, I'm sure.
Definitely.
We are going to get this up and running. And McClutchin, I'll let you know when we got shirts and stuff. And he said he'd buy one to support us. So,
yeah. And yeah, when we get all that together, maybe everybody in the live stream that night or something, maybe we can send everybody one.
Yeah, we'll figure out something to do.
Yeah.
Simplify's video, which one? How about Simplify's video? I'm not sure which video he's talking about. The one where you hid under his daughter's bed from Miss Crazy Lady with a gun? Oh, yeah. In the gas station. I thought you were talking about the one where the transmission fell out the car and he hid under the bed.
We got to get him in there on our live stream one night, but have us a good old time.
Whenever we get the webpage up and going, I will definitely put a link on there for that. You see that, Robbie? Put a link on your webpage with the shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
Most definitely will.
Hey, yeah, because that'd be a good thing to do, too, on the webpage. Have a merch, ain't that what everybody's calling it now?
Yeah.
A merch page where they can buy apparel.
Yep. Go ahead and write that down, Robbie, so we don't forget that, please.
Yeah, let me write it down.
Simplify does need to write a book.
He does.
That dude's always getting into something.
He's a damn trip, boy. Yeah.
I mean, I thought I seen some crazy stuff at dealerships, some crazy people. He's seen some crazy people.
Mm-hmm.
But
he should do stand up. I think he would actually be good at that.
I'd go see it.
I would too. I'd pay good money to see it.
Shirts, stickers, mugs, and so on. Man, you want the whole shebang, don't you? Anthony needs a shirt called "I'm the Bearded Dragon." Call it the life of a mobile mechanic. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's cool work. At the dealership, most of the time, the technician doesn't have to deal with the customer. We just kind of leave that up to you and the service advisor.
Mm-hmm.
There is a few times where they bring the customer back or we have to go talk to the customer because it may be something very technical. But Simplify, he's basically on his own, man. He's
Yeah. And if you remember the last time I had you interact with a customer, we went to court.
Yeah. I wasn't even interacting with a customer because we couldn't talk to him. I was interacting with a judge.
Yeah, I think your exact words to that guy, and I will kind of delete a little bit of it, but I think the exact words you said to that guy today was "You're a effing liar." You know.
Yeah.
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 We've
There ain't
man,
no
this
way.
we have seen it all,
There is no way.
and the time you called the general manager quit being a little bitch.
Yeah. Well, on my side, you know, to kind of back me up, first of all, I didn't know he was a general manager. And second, we're not talking about the same person, guys. Like this last job I had with Robbie, I did not say anything to her of the sort.
You know, and just like I said, I've known Anthony. We've known each other 9 years now. That sound about right?
9-10 years.
That's the first time I ever hired you. And like I told Michael that day after he let you go, you know, I said, I've known him long enough. I know, you know, he can get hot headed just like the rest of us. And usually he'll tell me, you know, what he said, what he did, you know, but I said, I'll bet my job on it that he did not call your mother an effing bitch. You know, I said, I've known him long enough and because like I said, you know, like the guy that we went to court on, Kevin, the general manager, you know, even if I hadn't been there, I know that you would, you know, you'd be like, man, I lost my shit and I called her a effing bitch. You know? And so yeah, that was just all bull. She didn't like somebody standing up to her, so she had to make something up.
Yeah, see, Chris, I always talk to Anthony. I never heard him curse.
Mm-mm.
Well, yeah, maybe one or two may have slipped out, but like not directed to the person I'm talking to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Chris was texting me earlier about his AC. So his AC quit working on his car. Not one cuss word was said. Like, yeah, she was power tripping.
Yeah. Yeah, she's actually let me know several times that she was the effing boss, but she said it, you know, so she can talk the way she wants to talk, treat people the way she wants to treat them, you know, go against OSHA violations because it doesn't matter to her, but only to her employees. And, you know, this company's down to, I can tell you exactly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 employees in this whole company. And, you know, she'll let you know real quick that she is the effing boss. You know, she has stated that several times.
I mean, it's like with all the certifications that I have and the experience that I have and stuff like that, like it was a real slap in the face, the pay that he was giving me. But I was there for you. And you know that you knew that. So
it made me feel bad because you left a job to come to me, and then look what happened, you know. And you know, but like I told you before, there's a reason we got back to, you know, talking to each other and everything. We hadn't seen or talked to each other probably in a couple of years, Anthony.
Yeah.
And you know, I think, man, to be honest with you, I think, didn't you call me or text me when my father died back in 2018?
I did.
Yeah. And I mean, that might have been about the last, no. You worked for me after that at Harold's.
Yeah.
I think since like 2019. So, you know, but there was a reason I called you and everything else because all this bull crap happened, but you know, look at what we're getting ready to do. So there's a reason for everything.
Oh yeah. Even when you left Ford when I was still there, because you know you left us, man. You left us.
Yeah, I've never lived that one down.
I remember I was sitting there doing tires on an F-150, and you were at Chevrolet in Southern Pines, and you called me, and you said, "Hey, man, Baker needs a technician for motorcycles," and I was like the first person you thought of, and I was like, "I appreciate it, but I'm pretty comfortable here." And it was a brand new dealership that they were building for the motorcycles, so they didn't have the clientele or anything, so I was really hesitant on that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always been in the back of my mind. Like, man, he called me from an hour and a half
I
away.
remember that actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was back in 2016 to be exact.
Yeah, somewhere around
I
there.
remember that. Yeah.
Was that when you were wearing your tight yoga pants? That the video you showed me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, some crazy times, man. Just
You ain't lying.
some good times too.
Yep.
But you left us.
I did. And it was the worst thing I ever did, really, in my whole career. You know, it really was.
We had it rolling over there.
Yeah, we did. We really did. That's the thing about this business, man. Like you get all the, people see your, your credentials and your certifications and years of service. And yeah, man, come here. We're going to do this. We're going to pay you that. And, my wife, man, she used to beat that in my head all the time, get it in writing, and I never would. And so, it was my own fault,
Yeah, he like I said, I did it for you, and then that happened.
Yeah.
But even you said I've never had a technician want to quit on me in the first day.
Yeah. Yeah, I think your exact words to me that first day was like, Robbie, what the hell did you get me into? And because I told you before I said, no, look, this woman's kind of crazy, dude, but we'll just kind of keep to ourselves,
Kind of. That was an understatement.
Yeah, it was. But man,
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this business to take off. I am so ready,
Oh,
and I'm getting to the age now, I've done this for so many years. I'm getting to the age where, I got a 3-year-old grandbaby, she's getting ready to be 4 in November. Got my wife, we want to start doing things, not being so tied down,
right.
And,
freedom,
and, do things I want to do. I mean, you live once,
Yep.
and working for like this, for this woman and stuff like that, man, that, it's not a good life, And I mean, when you're literally embarrassed, I've had people call me, people that I've known for years. Hey man, this place you're at, I need an inspection. I need tires. And I'm like, don't bring it here. When you're embarrassed for the place you work at and embarrassed for somebody to meet her. And as a matter of fact, Anthony, today, Snap-on hasn't been coming by for like several months. And Eric's been looking for that new scan tool. And so he finally got a hold of Corey today at Snap-on. And she was like, yeah, we're not coming back over there.
Oh.
And she was like, hey, we're going to be over at such and such at this time. Can you meet us over there? And he was like, well, yeah, I could do that, and he was like, well, why ain't you coming by anymore? She said, they were like, because we literally cannot deal with that woman. So vendors, employees, tool trucks, nobody, and I'll be down. Anybody that I know or care about, I'm not going to bring them over there. Mm-mm.
Well, you can send them to me. You know where I'm at.
Yep.
Or we can just do it as our side business.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's like I said, every day, I'm out there turning hours and when I'm not even supposed to,
Right.
And, letting them make 100% gross on me because I can't get a technician. And you and me's on my mind the whole time. It's like, damn it, we could be doing this and making our own money,
Exactly. Even that one lady that asked you if you're mobile for AC service.
She needs an intimate partner.
All right, we're gonna call it quits.
That's true. Yeah, even the uniform guy.
Yeah.
Dang, go.
That dude was cool.
All right, so now we've done a live stream. Now I'm depressed, so I guess I'll go to bed.
All right. You got to wake up and go to her tomorrow.
Right. Thanks. Yeah, enjoy that big 12 bullshit cars you got to work on tomorrow that you were talking to me about earlier.
13.
Oh, wow.
Now I got a stack of ROs I got to go through.
Yeah.
Some of them can wait. Some of them are warranty. Some of them are waiting on parts. So,
hey, but we appreciate everybody that's in here, man. Not y'all becoming like family. Seriously.
oh yeah,
So
we appreciate you guys stopping in here.
absolutely.
We'll see you guys on the next one.
All right, man.